Yo, man, I appreciate y'all for tuning back in, man. Real quick, I don't really do intros. I just want a big thank you to everybody who liked, subscribed, left a comment, shared the video, kept coming back. I appreciate y'all, man. I can't do nothing without y'all, man. This is y'all channel. This is for the people. I'm just a vessel. I just go up here and say what I got to say, and we get out of it. We can get out of it. You know what I'm saying? So besides adding value through these videos, I'm gonna figure out down the line what we gonna do. But we lit, man. Yes, sir. Right into the video. Go ahead, like, subscribe. You already know what to do. And we gonna get into it, man. Let's go. We talking about karma today, and I'm not talking about the passive aggressive thing that people say when someone gets something that's coming to them. I'm talking about the law of karma, the most consistent and unforgiving force in existence, next to gravity. You don't have to believe in it for it to believe in you. We all experience it at some point, big or small. It's the accounting department of the universe, and it never forgets a transaction. A lot of people get it wrong, though. They think it's a tit for tat thing. He lied to me, so he'll get lied to. Nah, that's light work. That's kids play, man. And that's not how karma works for real. Real karma, it's not about events. It's about your spiritual identity. It's not that you do a bad thing and then a similar bad thing happens to you, but it's when you choose to do a bad thing. You know that's wrong. And that's a key principle to remember. If you don't know any better, that's one thing. But when you choose to deceive, to manipulate, to take from, to diminish someone else, you are in that moment making it known to the universe who you truly are. And the universe, which is essentially a mirror, has no choice but to get back up with you down the road. And it's going to be when you least expect it, bro. It surrounds you with people who match your newfound dishonesty. It presents you with opportunities that match your lack of integrity and closes the doors that would only be open for an honest man. So you're not being punished. You're being surrounded by the reality of your choices. You built this cage, then walked into it. So you can't complain about the lock being put on the door. You gotta look at it the other way around. When you operate from principle, when you choose to have integrity when it seems like the hardest thing in the world to do in that situation. I mean, the man opened up the ATM, 100K fell out all blues. You gotta ride past it. You don't have to, but you already know. You can take that little honey bun. It's gonna come back a donut, bro. You already know. When you choose to build rather than tear down, when you leave places, people, and situations better than you found them, you're crafting a different identity, though. You're telling the universe you're a builder, a protector, a man that can maintain a sense of order. And when that happens, the mirror changes. It begins to reflect that reality back onto you. You start attracting different people. You presented with different opportunities. And it's not because you're good, but because you're in alignment with a foundational law. I told you karma is that law, the law of karma. You were playing the game as it was designed to be played now, so things gonna go in your favor. But this is where it gets critical at. This is the discernment part of the game. You gotta understand that karma is neutral. It's a law. It's physics. It don't care nothing about your excuses. It don't care about your trauma. It don't care about you ain't had no choice other than do that, none of that. You always broadcast a signal with your actions, and the universe pick up on that frequency, period. The man who steals because he was hungry is still broadcasting to the universe as a thief. The universe still gonna respond back with thief. Not that he was hungry, he had to do what he had to do. It don't work like that. Your reasons are for you. Your actions is for the universe. Gotta remember that, bro. So when you're going through certain stuff and you're like, man, why? Think about when you had to do what you had to do. You didn't have no other choice, or when nobody looking, and you went and got that honey bun 10 years ago when he dropped it at ATM, thinking nobody know. Now you 200 bands in debt. That's just how it works. So remember that. So when you see a person who seems to be out here having their way, knowing they're doing something wrong, cheating, but he still win, or somebody who lied, and they lied their way to some M's or something, Understand you're looking at short-term success. Don't let that be no type of envy or nothing coming from that, bro. You're just seeing them have their way for now. You're not seeing the universe taking them up through there because of what they did. Their life, them people was living, is built on the foundation of fraud. Their whole identity is fraudulent. Any foundation built on something like sand, basically, can only hold up so much weight. And that's what that fraud foundation is. It's like sand. It's not light. You put bedrock and concrete piles in it and put some steel I-beams in it and it's real sturdy and you got rebar in it and you put it on sand. You already know it's going to be like them houses when it be on the coast out there in California or on the East Coast and them falling right into the ocean. They didn't have a good foundation. You know what I'm saying? So the moment they try to build something that lasts, the foundation is going to sink. The whole thing. It must sink because the law of karma demands it. It's saying you can't get away. This is where it stopped. So you beat all them people. You got away with all of that. But right now, 20 years later, 5 years later, whenever, you never know when you chilling, least expected, knock, knock. Don't answer that door. You feel me? You're not beating the system. You can't beat it, like I said. Just think about it like a bank. Think about it like they walked into Bank of Karma. You took out a huge loan, crazy interest rates. The bank can come collect anytime, no notice, and the repayment terms are non-negotiable. You feel me? So you want the weight of that on you? You don't want that. Your job is to become a construction worker of your own identity. Everything you do is a brick by brick. You're building a structure you got to live in for the rest of your life. So are you laying bricks of discipline or laziness? Is it bricks of honesty or bricks of lies? Is it bricks of respect or bricks of disrespect? Either way, the point ain't about being nice. It's about being strategic. You want a life of peace, of real wealth, loyal relationships, and a legacy that lasts. Then you must become a person of peace, be generous, and be a loyal person yourself first. You must become the embodiment of what you seek to get out of life. The universe, through the law of karma, it'll handle the rest for you. You just walk righteous and do right. Everything gonna work out for you. But if you try to cheat your way through or take the shortcut, you're gonna have to turn around, go all the way back to the front and do it all over again anyway. That's just the point of karma, bro. Can't get around it. So don't wait for the universe to settle your scores. It will, and it's gonna do it very calculated, very meticulous. Your only concern is the man in the mirror. Is he a man who sows order or chaos? Truth or deceit? No? Because that man, he's not just planting seeds for the next harvest, which could be your children or your wife or, your future, your career. You never know. But that man is architecting his entire world. He gonna walk in. So you want that to be, you want your future to be bright. You want it to be prosperous. You want it to be healthy. You want it to be full of wealth and abundance. You don't want to be in the spirit of lack and sorrow and loneliness and anxiety. None of that. And that's what karma brings you, bro. It's an instant gratification for, I can get away with it now, but on the back end, you're going to pay for it. So just think about that, man. You write the contract, karma going to enforce it. So think about what you put on that contract, build something that stand, live with integrity, walk righteous, whatever you got to do in your way, apply it to your own situation, but you get the message. It's your boy, man. I'm out.